Good morning, happy Monday. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. We are live with Gabi Natale from the closet. We're back in the closet. This week I put everything in its place so that I can come back here into this controlled environment after being live from the voting polls, being live from the backyard, being live from many different places. But here is warmer, it's nicer, I like it here, nobody's going to interrupt us, so I'm very happy to be back. Today is October 19th of 2020. It's 9 a.m. Central Time. Like every day, we are connecting. We're making this your 10 or 15 minutes of oasis to start your day in the right food, to set your intention. And we are simulcasting, as I say every day. Marito Humberto is sending me hearts. Besitos, Marito. So we're simulcasting, as I say every day. So we're going to take a little moment to acknowledge everybody in the different platforms. So good morning to everybody on Facebook. Good morning to everybody on Instagram. Good morning to everybody on YouTube, on Twitch, our gamers. Good morning to everybody on LinkedIn. Good morning to everybody in Twitter / Periscope. So everybody is joining. Today's topic is something that I thought about all weekend because I was hooked on a series that is called The Vow in HBO. And this series actually is documenting how some people are using the self-help movement to take advantage of others. So in the case of this particular group, it's a group that was featured, and so they used self-help language, and they used some self-help principles to take money from people, to do crimes, and ultimately throughout the years this leader of this particular group that is called NXIVM ended up trafficking people. So I thought it was the documentary is really good. It's fascinating, it's very strong in nature, and sometimes it's very graphic, but at the same time I thought, like, it's not the first time that there are principles from self-help that are being used to take advantage of people. So today's topic I wanted to be, I know so many people are going through different personal transformations. So many people are looking for inspiration. I know in January of next year, there's going to be so many people who are going to say, New Year, new life, new year, new me, new year, I want to start fresh. So I thought it was going to be a good idea to think about how to identify people who are, trying to help you, who are part of the self-help movement, versus people who are false gurus or fake gurus, like these ones that I saw in this documentary, The Vow, and how we can kind of identify a little bit, because I saw so many people were taking advantage of, and they were vulnerable people who went through different things and just wanted to feel better, just wanted to have new tools to improve their lives, and they ended up being in horrible situations. So I'm gonna just start reading some of your messages. Good morning, happy Monday, Gabi, Catalina. I love that little hat from your new profile picture. Carmine is saying good morning. Good morning, Carlos Andrés Barrios. Buenos días. Saludos de parte de Jordan y Evelyn. Good morning. So as every day, we are going to start this moment that we have as our place to recalibrate our energy, to feel better, and it's going to happen in 20 seconds right after these opening credits. There has never been a better time to be a pioneer than right now. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And this is today's topic. If you just joined, today we're going to talk about this is because of a documentary that I saw over the weekend that is called The Bow in HBO that talks about how a group that is called Nexium used self-help principles to take advantage of people and how so many people who were vulnerable ended up, victims of crimes and many horrible things just because they wanted new tools to improve their lives. So self-help versus false gurus. Identify who wants to take advantage of you. Liliana Ospini saying, hi, good morning, Liliana. Thank you for joining us. So I was thinking about this topic because, as I said, so many people are looking for new tools. So many people are getting into well-being or are getting into spirituality, self-help, personal growth, leadership, you name it. And there have been many groups who take advantage of them financially, groups who want to use these tools to commit crimes. So I want to have an honest discussion and talk about some simple tools that you can have to kind of identify, who wants to take advantage of you. Nora is saying, hello, Gabi, in La Plata, Argentina. Hello, how are you doing? So first thing that I want you is to pay attention to their style. If you like somebody in the personal growth, leadership, self-help, development movement, that's wonderful. I always feel like when you are choosing somebody who is going to give you tools, you need to have this kind of chemistry. It has to be somebody that you like. It has to be somebody that you can relate to. It has to be somebody that you feel comfortable with. But here's the thing. I've always felt appeal to people who gave me positive reinforcement. It's like if you have a fitness coach, or if you have a nutritionist. The key for every transformation is always in the positive reinforcement, not in the shame. You wouldn't go to a nutritionist who is going to call you names because you didn't meet your goals. You're not going to go to a trainer who is going to, at least I wouldn't go to a trainer who's going to belittle me or make me feel bad because I'm not making 100 push-ups back to back. I want to go to a trainer that is going to tell me, hey, this week you made 10. Let's check 20. Let's see if you can do 20 or 15 next week. And he's going to say, hey, great work. We're seeing progress. So whenever you're looking for somebody in personal development, in the personal development space, always look for someone who is going to genuinely go with you and be encouraging of your progress, and not someone who is going to be there to punish you or who is going to make you feel ashamed of your shortcomings, because we're all humans. You're never going to be able to be perfect every day. All we can aspire to is progress, and progress does not happen every day. You're going to have days when you have one step forward and two steps backward. So pay attention, what's the style of this person, or what's the style of this system, or whatever you're looking for. Always look for tools that are going to give you a positive encouragement, not shame when you are making a mistake or maybe you didn't meet your goal. Now, take a look at the business model of this self-help or leadership or personal growth or whatever it is. Is it a course? Is it a person? Take a close look at the business model. I find there's a big difference between people who are genuinely wanting to serve, people who genuinely want to make a difference, even if that's, the way they make a living, it doesn't matter. They have this calling to serve others, and the people who just want to squeeze you and squeeze your money like an orange. There's a big difference, and the business model reveals a lot about their intention. So is this a person, or is this a method that you believe is there to give you the tools, that is going to be there to serve you, or is this a business model that is a never-ending call for action? So you take a little course, and that course is meant for you to buy a bigger course, and you take a bigger course, and the bigger course is there to sell you a high ticket item, and then you go there and they want to sell you more and more and more, and it's like a funnel that is never ending, and the more you get into the funnel, the more money they want to take out of you, and you never come. They're always selling you the enlightenment. The enlightenment is over there. But you never arrive to enlightenment. You always have to open your pockets for more and more and more. Okay, if that's the business model of somebody that you're following, then maybe it's not the best. Maybe that person does not have the best intentions for you. So sometimes people, I think they are naive. So pay a lot of attention to that business model. What are they? How are they relating to you? Is this a relationship that is purely transactional and increasingly more expensive on your end? That probably can be a red flag. So Genevieve Martinez is saying, good morning, Gabi. Good morning. Manuel Saramla, hello. Today we are talking, if you just joined, today we are talking about self-help versus false gurus, how to identify somebody who wants to take advantage of you. And then the third thing, I think we said number 1 and number 2, the third thing is evaluate their motivation and their credentials. There's a lot of people without credentials. There's a lot of people whose ultimate motivation might not be aligned with your well-being. It might be just aligned with getting money out of you. So that is something that I think we should always take into consideration when we are paying attention. Who is somebody who can give me some tools? Because I don't go so much, I pay attention to what they say, but I pay much more attention to what people do. And that is not just for somebody in the self-help or personal growth or leadership movements. That is for people in my life. There's a lot of people that you meet, even when you're dating, they tell you beautiful things. But at the end of the day, it's not what people say, it's what people do. So when you're judging the people that you want to follow, when you're judging the people that is going to bring value to your life, whether it is through their work, through their books, or through their company, or through their friendship, it doesn't matter. Always the last piece of evidence, the last thing that you have to do, the most important thing that you have to pay attention to is not what they say, it's what they do. That's how people reveal who they are, how they reveal themselves. So just to recap today, we are talking about it's a very different topic from the ones that we usually talk about, but it's because I saw this documentary on HBO, The Bow, and it opened the eyes to me as to how many movements and how many groups are using the self-help principles to take advantage of people. So that's why I chose this topic, and it is self-help versus false gurus. Identify who wants to take advantage of you. Just to recap, if you just joined, number 1 is to pay attention to their style. Is it positive encouragement? So are they encouraging you because you're making progress? Or are they shaming you when you're not meeting your goals, whatever that is? The second one, check their business model. Is this a person that even when they're making a living out of this space, is this a person that is willing to serve? Or is this a person that has a never-ending funnel where they keep selling you things in the name of enlightenment, and you have to go into this funnel, you never finish, and the way for you to get closer to enlightenment, so-called enlightenment or harmony or wisdom or whatever they're selling, is to pay more and more and more for access or for what they call enlightenment. And then the third one is evaluate their motivation and credentials. There's a lot of people with no credentials or no formal education in this space. So pay a lot of attention to who you're following, what type of material you're consuming, because, well, at least in my end, what I believe, the people that I follow, the people that I like or that I care about, I do believe in formal education. I do believe that it's going to a university and actually taking the time to study or to research or to write or to know about what you're talking about is something valuable. So those are the 3 things that I think are very important to identify somebody who is there to serve, is there to make a contribution, who wants to add value to other people's lives, or somebody who just wants to take advantage of you. And here's the ultimate question. Are they interested in changing your life, or are they interested in the money they can make on you changing your life? One more time. Are they interested in changing your life, or are they interested in the money they can make on you changing your life? So that's the reflection for today, for this Monday, to keep our eyes very open. If we are buying a new book, or if you're following somebody new, just make sure you are doing it to somebody who is actually wanting to serve and wants to add value, and not somebody who can use these tools against you and to destroy your life. Really, I was very impacted to from what I saw in this documentary, The Vow, and I felt that the tools of self-improvement, when they are used in the wrong hands and with people who are mean-spirited, they can literally destroy lives. So that's why I wanted to talk about this topic. Liliana Ospiana is saying, I agree. Here in Michigan, I had seen some people who only have a high school degree but calling themselves business coach. Yes, I feel like right now, maybe because of the social media era and this space, it's like people forget sometimes that education is important, and it's not the same. I always say it's not the same somebody who has a camera or a phone and starts speaking, and somebody who actually spent the time to go to a university and to read books and to do the research and to spend some time, a lot of time, because it's years, to get the education they need to serve. But there are areas where, unfortunately, you wouldn't go to somebody who is a coach on oral hygiene to remove your teeth. You wouldn't go to somebody who is a coach on aviation to actually be the pilot of your plane. You want the people who actually have the real credentials. But unfortunately, in so many spaces, there are people who they are shameless and they want to take advantage of people, and they don't have any formal education, and they present themselves as experts in who knows what. So keep your eyes open, people. Don't be a victim of somebody who wants to take advantage of you. And that is the message for today. Keep your eyes open. I know so many of you are looking for solutions and tools in the personal growth, leadership, and self-help space. So hopefully these three tools today will help you para separar el trigo de todo lo demás, ¿no? So to make sure who is someone of value and who is not. Besitos. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. here live from the closet with Gaby Natale.